This isn't coffee. This is holy water from Dnepropetrovsk, the Rebbe city. Welcome to Dnepropetrovsk and to Rabbi Kamenetsky. Without him, this would have never happened.
Me heeft on?
Yeah.
I want to tell you that I want to thank Rebbetzin Sverdlov and Shosh Arbinovich for bringing you here, because when we look at the future of Lubavitch and the goals that the Rebbe set for us, your visit here is very important. Because it's not a tourism trip. It's a discussion trip with the Rebbe on a very, very high level, because the Leshenes, what the Rebbe spoke about this city, the Rebbe never used about anything else. The Leshenes, you were in Mironova Street. You visited already Mironova Street. The Rebbe said it's on video. It's not on Fishmoe. Es ist mein Stadt, it's my city. Dort nicht nur a gas, was gehört zu mir. There is a city, there is a street that belongs to me. Poshet, such words. A gas, was gehört zu mir. And it's on video. And the Rebbe said it to my wife and my Schwieger. So it's really about my wife and my
And
Schwieger.
the
That's why I'm
Schwieger
here.
is very important.
Yeah. So I think I'm here because of Hani. You know?
I'll agree.
Yeah. And there is other Leshenes that the Rebbe used only about this city when we used to send duchs, reports about what is going on here, the beginning, the development of the city, when we started the community after many years of communism. So the Rebbe answered, Kemaim karim al nefesh hayefo. You know what it means. Kemaim karim al nefesh hayefo means like cold water on a tired soul. It's the highest level of ta'anug, of pleasure, that the Rebbe never used. Other Rebbeim used the lotion. So coming here, you came from Hadich, right? Came from Hadich. So coming from Hadich to Dnieper, it's notes Tchiloson b'Seifon, b'Seifon b'Tchiloson. Because the Alter Rebbe's Inyan, we have the Rabbein in between, but the Isgalus of the whole idea, the whole sheet of the Alter Rebbe in the whole entire world is connected to the Rebbe, and the Rebbe's years in this city, this is when he developed as a Rebbe. You know, the Rebbe never spoke about any other place, only about Dnepropetrovsk when he spoke about himself. Chofov and Vov Tishrei, twice a year, when we had the Yortzeit of Rebbe Tzimchane and Rebbe Levi, he spoke about Dnepropetrovsk, not about other places where he was. The Rebbe never spoke about himself. He spoke about the Mesirus Nefesh that his parents had in this city. The Rebbe, and when we came here, we heard the Fabrenians and we read books. So we had the book Toldes Levi Yitzchak, the history of Rebbe Levi. But the book didn't have all the information. When we came here, the KGB people gave us the whole archive of the Chakirot, of the investigation of Rebbe Levi. So we gave it over, we sent it to the Rebbe, and also to the editor of Toldes Levi Yitzchak, and they reprinted the book again with 3 volumes, because we got much more information about the Mesirus Nefesh of Rebbe Levi. And this all happened here, and in the streets around Menorah, when the Rebbe was your age, how old are you? 16. When the Rebbe was 16,
Glad you didn't ask me.
the Rebbe had an army of Jewish people protecting Jews from anti-Semites, from pogroms.
Wow. How many years was the Rebbe in Dnepropetrovsk?
The Rebbe he came here when he was 7, 1909, and he left when he was 22. So coming to Dnieper is the closest thing you can get to the Rebbe, because this is where the Rebbe grew, where the Rebbe learned Torah with his teacher. You went to the Cheder?
Not yet.
No.
Yeah. And when you look at I always say that usually you need the emunah, you need to believe, you hear things and then you have to believe. When you come to Dnieper, everything is naive from Re'iyah, you see it. You don't have to have the emunah, you have everything in naive from Re'iyah, because when you see the house of Rebbe Levi Yitzchak and Rebbe Tzimchane, with all that they went through, and you read about it in the Zichreinos of Rebbe Tzimchane, and then you see a few feet away from it, the biggest Jewish building in the world, with 1,400 mezuzahs.
Wow.
That means that we see the Rebbe Begilui Berei Mamoshis.
Wow.
It's not, and the people who build the building, they can't explain why they did it. When you ask Bogalubo, Gennady Bogalubo, my dear friend, why did you build it? I don't know. He can't explain. And he's a smart person. Him and his partner, they built it. They wanted to make a Holocaust museum in the beginning. And I said that it's not so good to have just the tragedy and the Holocaust next to shul because it can turn people away. So I would love to have a Holocaust museum if it's going to be part of a bigger Chabad house and Jewish center. So they said, okay, so built. So we made so we built. And they can't explain why they agreed to put in so much money. And I can tell you, when we opened this building, and I told it already, when you think about why we built this building, a Holocaust survivor, a very lonely woman who lost her whole family in the Holocaust in this city, she lived on the other side of the river in an apartment. And when we put on the light the first time of menorah, she came to me the next day and she said, now I can die peacefully and happily because we won. Because until now I felt that the Jewish people lost. Now that I saw the light of menorah, I can die happily that in the end of the day, the Jewish people won. And when I told that to the people who built the building, they're not emotional people. They're in vain when they heard the story. I told them only for this woman it was Kedai, the whole mindset.
Hi everyone. Now I am already Baruch Hashem in Eretz Israel with the group. And I'd like to fill in some things. You heard the program when we were by Rabbi Kamenetsky. It was incredible to walk down the streets and to feel literally and to feel the Kedusha that Rabbi Kamenetsky has done. And we went to Reb Leivik's jail, we went to the NKVD. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And what I missed saying, and I just want to, you can always fix, right? It was Yud Beis Tammuz, and we went to Kharkov. Kharkov is a big city. At one point, it was the biggest city in the Ukraine. It was maybe even the capital city at one point. And on Yud Beis Tammuz, on the day that the Frierdiker Rebbe was freed from jail in 1927, and it was a simcha and a yontif for everyone. We walked down the streets of Kharkov proud. There's an incredible shul. They made a Simchas Beis HaShoeva. 50,000 people came. Everything they do, thousands of people show up. So Yud Beis Tammuz, we saw that whatever the Rebbe put in, it lives. Everywhere I go, I just see that Lubavitch lived. Everywhere I go. Spasiba Rebbe. Spasiba Shluchim. Chaim, Bevirchas, Mashiach, immediately now. Thank you.